Hello folks, this is Jan Lee from Jan Lee Hypnosis. I thought that I would do I like these little videos that are through my steering wheel. I know it's pretty weird, but I have it set up well. I have the camera set up and I am, in one of my favorite places in the park, local park. And it's beautiful. It's so lush, and I'm going to even open my window a little, so you might hear some other sounds, but it's not going to be distracting. I saw a blue jay, a couple cardinals, a squirrel here, a little chipmunk. I love it. I love it here. Beautiful trees and leaves, and you know what? And they paved it. And actually, it's making the traffic a little bit quicker. They're flying down here sometimes, but it's beautifully, somebody going past there. Yes, somebody going past there. It's almost like I've conjured them up. So anyway, what I want to do is a really quick video about smoking cessation. Smoking cessation. Well, see, I got that session and there's secession because this is a little mini session. I don't want to be silly, but I want to do this in honor of a good friend, a special friend that I met recently, who's an amazing person. And this is kind of a last little habit that's kind of hanging on with her. I know that she wants to quit. I know that I would think that if you're watching, you want to quit. You want this to end, and you can do that, okay? So it's not going to be a long session. It doesn't need to be. I mean, truthfully, you can kind of rewire your mind and tweak it and reprogram it quickly. Our minds are powerful. And so what I want you to do is wherever you can take a few minutes, let's say 10, 15 minutes at the most, and relax, totally let go. I'd like you to do that now while I take a drink of this, what is it, S. Pellegrino tangerine and wild strawberry flavored mineral water, okay? Yes, I'm plugging that because I like these kind of crazy little drinks. So I'll just be quiet for a minute. Find a place where you can lie down, you can be in your bed, a chair somewhere, comfortable where your neck is supported because you're going to let go. And just believe that you can let go. This is not an impossible thing. We do know that we can relax, let go, and let your conscious mind take a back seat. Let it drift away like the clouds drift away. Okay, you can do this. So I'll be quiet. I promise. I'm going to be quiet right now for a minute. Begin to let go. Some hypnotists will do a very lengthy, quote, induction, but that's really not necessary in this case. It's really just about letting go, breathing in deeply, breathing in peace, exhaling out any anxiety, anything that holds you back, knowing that today is the day you are choosing to let my voice be a guide to help plant the positive suggestions and the change that you need to snuff out this habit once and for all, where you never look back. Breathing in deeply, breathing in peace, exhaling out anything that holds you back. Beginning to exhale out this habit. And you will hear some background music. You can close your eyes right now. Yeah, just close them down. You certainly don't need to see me. And when you close your eyes down, then you take away anything that might be distracting to you, anything that's overly stimulating. Close your eyes down. Close them down. Begin to listen to this background hypnotic music. You are special. There's no one else like you in the whole universe. You know that? You do need to be your own best friend. And as you've closed your eyes, and as you know that this is where you make the change, this day, this hour, these minutes, if you haven't begun that love story with yourself, do it now. Begin to just love you right where you're at in life, knowing that you have flaws, knowing that you have glorious things about yourself, knowing all the potential you have, knowing that life is very cruel sometimes and very good. It's such a mix. Knowing that you can be inspirational, that you are. That's right. Just let go. Breathe deeply in. Exhale out completely. Your eyes are closed. Your eyes are heavy. They're so heavy. They feel so good to be closed that it's almost as if you can't open them. You can try. Test yourself for just a second or two and just imagine that it's true that you just can't open them. You don't want to open them, and so they just stay closed. They just stay closed. Stop testing. Let go. This is a habit you've had for maybe years, maybe many years, maybe since you were much, much younger, that you are going to snuff out and end this day, this hour, these minutes. Not because anybody else has told you to, anybody else wants you to, but because you are 100% on board. You are letting this go. It's never been your friend. It's always been your enemy. You are letting go of an enemy today. That's right. Your smoking ends today. Those eyes are closed. Letting go, letting go. Imagine, use your imagination. Imagine. Let's have you imagine that you are going down a stairway 10 steps down. Create it in your mind. You'll see it. It's easy. You can imagine anything you want to. As I count down those steps from 10 all the way down to 1 and you step off, you're going to be somewhere where there's a pathway. There's a pathway. You're going to be somewhere where you see a trail or a pathway. So let's get down that stairway as I count from 10 all the way down to 1. See yourself descend. See yourself go deeper with each number that I say, counting down number 10. Number 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. All the way down. Step off that last step, and you are in a place that you create in your mind, a place you've been, a place you'd love to be, a place you just imagine that has a trail, a pathway. You can see it. Look all around you. Notice the colors, the sky, the ground or the sand, wherever you are, whatever foliage or trees or vegetation, you create it in your mind, and you clearly see a path. Begin to walk on that path as you take in every scent around you, every bit of aroma, as you hear every sound around you. It's as if you're really there. You're there in your deeper mind. Begin to walk. You walk, and you know that you walk with a certain burden, this awful habit that you decided you shed from yourself today. That habit has been a burden. You know exactly the issues, what it's caused you. You know that deep down you hate it. You despise it. It is definitely your enemy, no matter what you've ever believed about it before. It's always been your enemy. And so as you walk along that pathway, I want you to imagine that not far up ahead, you come to a fork in the road or a fork in the pathway. So part of this goes off to the left and part of it goes to the right. I want you to imagine that pathway that goes to the left goes upward. That's the pathway you've been on, so go ahead and just take that pathway for now. It's the path that you've been on. Imagine that it's immediate, a climb uphill, and you find yourself dragging, perhaps breathing is more labored. The air is thick, and imagine the air is smoky, like it's been around you, maybe for many years. Whenever you light up, that air is smoky and heavy. And you take a look around, and whatever it is you see, if it's vegetation, whatever it is you see is dying or has died, decayed. Go ahead, look around. It's not a pretty sight. The pathway has many obstacles, maybe little boulders in it, stones, whatever, but it's not easy for you to get around. You seem to have to step this way, step that way, and it's steadily uphill. That's right. Imagine all the decay you see around you. Imagine the sky as you see it right now is gray, dreary, heavy, no sign of blue. And that sun is just not getting through. It actually looks like there could be a storm coming. It's weird because the air is like stagnant, smoky, not clear, not clean, not refreshing. Of course, you have to breathe it. You've been breathing it for a long time. You know, as you keep trying to climb on that pathway, this is not the pathway you want to be on. You know that for years and years, you've done some damage. You've done some damage, maybe in your throat, your esophagus, your lungs, your skin. Maybe it's aged you more. The stench, there's definitely a smell. Of course you know this. Your hair, your skin, your nails, your clothes, wherever you do smoke, smells. You won't have it anymore. You don't want it anymore. You find it disgusting, more disgusting than you ever have in your life, because this is the day you've chosen to leave it behind you, to never look back. And suddenly you stop as you continue to climb on that awful path that's gone to the left, that rugged path full of obstacles, full of decay and that bad sky. You stop. This is not the path you're meant to be on. This is not the path at all. And so, in the most amazing part of your mind, you get off that path and you start over and you take the path to the right path. You take the path to the right. And so imagine that you're back at that fork and you take that path. Yes. You take that path to the right. Imagine it. And as soon as you begin to take that path to the right, the air is already refreshing and clear. Easy to breathe. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You begin that path and you find that it goes downward. It's easy. You can breathe. You are going downward on this path, and it's clear with no obstacles, and you look up at the sky and it's blue. It's blue with fluffy clouds, and the air is fresh and clean and clear. You're where you need to be already. You can smell incredible aromas from wherever you are. whatever you've created in your mind. It's beautiful. You take it all in. Beautiful around us. And you hear it all. The sounds of nature. The sounds that just remind you you're in a special place. You're really okay. You're in a sacred place. This is the path of health. This is the path of wellness, of change. You continue to go down this beautiful pathway. The air, refreshing. Foliage. If you have foliage around you, it's healthy and lush and growing. The sky is beautiful. The sun is coming through. The sun is lighting up your decision, your choice today. It's inspirational. You can breathe so much easier. Of course, the path is going downward, but your lungs are clear. You're breathing well. Less burden. And all around you, you see health. And as you continue on that path, I want you to imagine that you see coming past you, as they smile at you, you see the people in your life who are so proud of you. The people perhaps that have left this life, the people who are still here that are so proud that you have finally done it. You have finally let this awful habit go with every part of you. You never look back. You, as you walk along this path to the right, are now a non-smoker. You are a non-smoker. It's simply gone. It's simply over. It's gone, and you never look back. You're on the right path, the path of health and wellness. You continue walking, so unencumbered, so unchained, so free of that awful habit that dragged you down. What a drag. You snuffed it out. You continue to walk. Those people passing you that you care about, the people that are telling you with the way they look at you how proud they are of you. You're walking on the right path. And you never look back. You know it, you believe it with every part of you. You're a non-smoker today, this hour, these minutes. Yes. And now, in just a moment, as you continue to listen to my voice, as you continue to walk that path of wellness, you'll hear me count from 1 to 5. And when I get to the number 5, your eyes will open, knowing, believing. You've done it. You're a non-smoker. Number 1, it's only been a few minutes. This deep state, this state of believing in yourself, of change, of healing. Number 2, you know there's only one you in all the universe. You know that you have done something right now that is making your life better right now. Number 3, become aware of your fingers, your toes, and let them move. Get the feeling back in them. Become more aware of where you are in reality. And number 4, be aware of your location, where you are, in your bed, on a favorite chair, on a couch, wherever you may be. You know where you are. You're coming back as you listen to my voice. And number 5, only when you're ready, eyes wide open, feeling good. Yes, believe it, know it, that you've done it, that you've simply reprogrammed your mind. you are a non-smoker. Today, this hour, these moments, for the rest of your life, don't look back. Don't look back. You're not on that path that went to the left. You're on the right path. Congratulations. Thank you for listening. Thank you for changing.